Hope everyone had a good weekend. Mine was kind of topsy-turvy, but that's my whole life right now. My Sunday started off with, you might as well say, hey, bang. I got to go to the restroom, and as I was trying to start to go, because an old man like me, it don't take much to get her done. Anyway, all of a sudden I heard a bam. I mean, it was loud. What the hell happened? And right across from me is the old schoolhouse I used to go to school in for the first 6 years, and I thought there's a lot of cars over there. Someone come around the corner too fast and hit one of the cars sitting there, because there's 3 kids that drive, mom and dad. So they got 5 cars sitting right down that street. And it's really not off of the highway, off the road that much. And then I got thinking to myself real quickly, no, that was a different sound. That wasn't a car hitting a car. So I run out, and as I did, I heard my son coming downstairs. There's like 10 stairs to come down, and I think it took him three moves to get down them. I said, what the hell was that? He goes, someone just run into our side of our house. So I run outside. I had my pants on and my shirt and no shoes, and it's very cold out there, but I go around the corner, and oh man, I was not happy. It was my sister. We have no idea to today what happened, but she thinks that she knows she cleaned her car the day before, and she thinks when she put the floor mat in, she did something that it would not allow. When she put the gas on, it would not allow her to stop the car. And it just kept going. She went through her yard. She went through my yard. She had a tree of mine also. And she did a good number. She totaled her car. She came out of it with, it looks like a broken arm up by the shoulder. She's very, very sore. She's very, very hurting. And she apologized to me 100 times for hitting my house. Who cares? It's a house. The car is a car. The important thing is yes, she come out of it a little bit messed up, but the other things can be fixed and replaced. As long as she wasn't hurt seriously, that's all that mattered. And the whole thing is my sister, since my brother-in-law passed away recently, she took a little dog in, little Yorkshire. That's the only kind of dogs her and him ever had. And someone, a gentleman who had it, passed away, and someone asked my sister if she'd take it. She said, yeah, she takes this little dog everywhere. She takes her phone with her everywhere. For some reason, she was absent-minded professor yesterday morning, and she didn't take her dog if she didn't take her phone. I ran out, checked with her. Is there anything you need? I need my daughter. Okay, give me your phone number. I don't have it. I called my niece, her daughter, and she said she'd be right in. I went over to her house and got her phone. We don't know what happened. We probably never will. There's some thoughts I had, but I don't think my sister would do it. And I'm not going to discuss them here. She's going to be okay, but she's went through a lot. She lost her husband, and then, but we all have. But we keep going. I mean, I was trying to talk to her yesterday about, you're not the only one that's went there. I mean, since that one thing that they said, that they made us wear masks for and that in 2020, I was told that year by 5 doctors I should legally be dead. Was it 12, 13 months later, I drove over to get some dog and cat food because I wanted to come home and listen to the Hat on Saturday night. And I passed out, and I drove my car in a ditch. And then that night I got so sick that I literally was talking to my mom. That night, my mom told me, you can't come see us. It's not your time. And I said, but Mom, I'm tired of being sick. And she said, no, you can't. Your son is expecting a baby girl. They didn't even know it. About 10 days later, my son said, hey, we went to the doctor today and we're expecting. I said, well, don't go find out the sex of the baby. It's a little girl. My mom, your grandma told me. They wouldn't believe me. They went and paid the money anyway later, and they had a little girl. But see, my mom knew that I never had grandparents, and she didn't want my grandkids being raised. So, there's two. I had the accident a while back with Ron. A car hit me and him at 90 miles an hour. I mean, I have been told in the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, just recently when I went in, everything was shutting down on me, guys. Everything. My kidneys were shutting down. My liver was shutting down. My body temperature was 94.5. My heart rate was over 200. And the doctor looked at my nurse and said, if this guy doesn't get a miracle, he doesn't make it till tomorrow. I got my miracle about 3 o'clock in the afternoon that day. Otherwise, we've all went through, and I wanted to tell my sister that, but I thought, no, let her alone. I've got a couple messages from her today. She did go to the doctor, and they got to go in for an MRI, but pretty much going to be just to know that she's got her arm in a sling, and she's in a lot of pain. So if any of you just want to just take a moment here and there to say a prayer for my sister Rhoda and Ron's sister, we'd appreciate it. Now, the kids. Jimmy, everything I'm hearing is all good about the beds. When I get done with Pledge and the song, I'm going to talk about a video I watched part of today about the med beds, and I'm going to give my opinion, and my opinion is like toilet paper, everybody throws it away. It doesn't matter, but they're ready. I just think we have people out there that's saying things that I don't understand why. I really wish that they would give us an explanation. And I'm going to get into that. But Jimmy, the beds are ready, and they're saying we will be using them by the 25th of December, Christmas. Forget the calendars. The person said by the 25th of December, Christmas. So that's great news. All you other kids, John, your grandkids, Michael, your great-granddaughter, little Leona, my grandkids, Jana, your grandkids, the kids, the two sons of Michelle Gillespie, all of the kids that are patriots. Just be known, your life is going to change as much, if not more, than anybody's. You have people that their only goal for the rest of their life is to make sure your kids are taken care of. A lot of them are right here in this group. A lot of the people, when I talk to, they tell me all they want to work with is kids. But it's going to be a kind of joint thing there, kids in beds. So I wanted to keep it short because I talked a little bit there, and I got some other things I want to talk about when I come back. But I'm going to say the prayer, the pledge, and the song, and then I'm going to get into talking. And like I said, my doctor is still warning me, and I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow at 10:30. I want to thank Linda and Mary Ann for their daily cheerleading for me. They write me letters every day and remind me to keep my feet up and tell me things that maybe I didn't have time to research. And Linda is just an amazing woman as far as what she does. And I mean, there's so many here that this show wouldn't even exist without you guys. It's Patriot5 and Patriot 6, but it should be named after you guys, because without you, we're nothing. So, dear Lord, as we come to you tonight, I'm going to ask you to please look after my sister. She had some doubts yesterday why so much on her. And, that's a time there I'd like to talk to her about others. As I said myself, what I've been through. Ron, what he's been through. Myrna, for my goodness gracious. Myrna, everybody here in this group has went through something. We had a call the other night, and gentlemen, we was talking, and the things people are going through. Diane's up and down like a yo-yo. 1 minute it's ready to go, the next minute it's not. And she wants this. And I don't even think it's, Lord, that she wants it so much for herself, but for everybody that we can help. And that's what I see in this whole group. So I'm going to ask you to look after this group and all the children, 100% of them. Keep us healthy and strong, and let us lead people into your new world, heaven on earth. And we pray to you through our Savior, your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen and amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, oh, from sea to shining sea. From Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'd rather stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless this country. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
I just plain love the song. You know, it's a song that I believe is about ready to come true. I really do. I believe we're about ready to get the freedom back. And you know, the whole thing is we never felt we weren't free. They did a great job of disguising things. But as you become a patriot and you look at things, and someone posted something today, I thought I sent it to my messenger, but evidently I did not. But anyway, it says we pay taxes on the money we earn. We pay taxes on the things we buy. And then there was a third one we pay taxes on. How is that freedom? And you know, man, it hit me. I mean, it's not. taxes is the biggest crime thing that we have going. I mean, it's terrible, but what are we going to do? It's plain and simple. We quit paying taxes. And I don't know if you guys go to the stores or if you're noticing things, but I know where I'm going to the store. It's like, I walked in the other day and I got 2 pizzas. $8.11 with tax a piece. So $16.22. Well, maybe they might jump up just a penny or two and be $6 and $8.11. It might jump up and be $16.25 instead of 22. And he looks at me and he give him my debit card and he says, $17.49. So that's a little high, isn't it? No, sir. It's okay. Guy walks in and orders the same pizza. Now, why he got his before I got my 2, I have no clue. But he did. The guy looks at him and says, $8.11. I said, how? Sir, you've already been taken care of. I said, no. How? If his is $8.11, why was mine $17.49? You're telling me my second pizza cost $9.38? How? Well, taxes, sir. I said, that's what's matter with one of the things matter with our country. You people, you're not even smart enough to run a cash register. If taxes makes one pizza $8.11, it makes 2 pizzas $16.22. And he said, well, sir, it's not that much. It's $1.27. And they go, yeah. And I says, so what if you sell 2 pizzas 100 times today? You just made $127 profit. Now, when you go to check your drawers, they got to come out even from the money that was in there to the money that the sales that you made to the money that you give back to people. Correct? And he's, yeah. I said, so if you got $127 in there, what are you going to do with it? I said, I know what you're going to do with it. I've worked in places like that. Whenever you was over, it went in your pocket. But that's not the point. The point is people are getting ripped off. Plus, this is a senior citizens area, and you have guys have nothing as far as deals for senior citizens. So I just wanted to bring that up. Be careful with your taxes. And hopefully we're not going to have them soon at all. Now, I know myself. I don't know how you guys felt. I told you how my Sunday went with my sister. I told you it was not a great day for us. But you know what? As I told my sister, she was all upset about hitting my house. I said, are you okay? My shoulder hurts. Well, we didn't know her arm up by her shoulder was broke. I said, and I even said, even if your shoulder is dislocated, your arm's broke or whatever, you're going to be okay. Yeah. Your car's total. Okay. My house, we're going to have to do a little work on it. Where you hit the foundation pretty hard. That can all be fixed. The main thing is you're okay. And I could not get this through to my sister. All she wanted to do is whenever I talked to her that day was cry about she hit my house. And I finally told her, I said something as a smart aleck, and I says, well, I come over to visit you, but you got your son here, so I'm going to go over and look at my house. Just to try to bring, and she got really mad at me, said that it wasn't the right place. Now, she went to the doctor today. Doctor cracked a joke, and that was funny. But the thing I know about my sister, and I still love her no matter what, whenever her kids are around and I say something trying to get people to laugh or something, she always yells at me. Now, she sent me a message last night apologizing for yelling, but we don't need to worry about that. But anyway, guys, I was disappointed. The only thing that kept me not to go off tonight's show was the fact that everything we're getting is positive. Here's Wolverine says, Sleepy to be taken out. Tuesday, it was on TV in Canada. There's something here from Mark Z. I guess it was on his show this morning. And he says he cannot confirm what Phil. Now, for you that aren't up to par, Phil announced the other night that we went into the Big N and Big G. I'll believe it when I hear it from the right people. And I only say this because this is going to go in kind of the show. We've been told Phil doesn't even exist anymore. We've been told Phil not to believe a thing he said. But then all of a sudden, out from under a rock, here comes Phil again, and now he knows everything. And I'm not saying he's wrong. I don't know. I have no clue. But I'm not going to go and support what he's saying. Now, I know Wolverine is, and I know others are. They're all saying that, yes, he was correct. But Mark is saying everything looks really good. This could be the week. And isn't that what we've all been waiting for? So here's the thing about the taxes I wanted to talk to you about. I did send it. The biggest scam in life is paying taxes on money you make, taxes on money you spend, and taxes on the things you own that you already paid taxes on with money already taxed money. And it's so true. That has to stop. Now, I've mentioned Phil, who might be the smartest guy out there, might know everything. He might have the greatest sources. I don't know. But some of these guys that are standing up, making him Mr. Wonderful, are the same guys that told us he didn't exist. I don't know. Then we have the special beds lady. And I don't care for her. But now she's making a comeback. You don't understand what I mean? Here's a lady that not too long ago literally went off, made some of my tantrums look like I don't even yell. She went off, but she was done. She's tired of it, and she used some very, very bad words. And now all of a sudden, she's the light of everybody because they contacted her. And the way I understand it, it's a hat that she's working through. And I want to get to that point too in a second. But they asked her when she goes in on the beds if they can video everything from the minute she starts changing clothes or whatever. That wouldn't be included. But video everything so people can see. And my question is, I'm not saying she's not right. I'm not saying they didn't. But my question is why? What does the hat say? Where we go one, we go all, and we're rebuilding America. So why all of a sudden is Wolverine, who's down under, her who is down under, and all these people from other countries, Charlie Ward and all these people, they're getting all the information. The people in the United States are getting jack nothing. Why is that? That's why I want Phil to be true. I want Phil to be true because he's an American. And it's hard for me to listen to the song, I'm proud to be an American, when if these people are telling the truth, all they're working with is people from other countries, which is totally wrong. I'm not saying they're not good people. But I know each and every one of them that I've mentioned, they like to take money from people who can't afford it. They have no problem. Why? Why would you worry about money if you know you're going to become a billionaire, trillionaire, or godzillionaire? Why? I don't understand things like this. I don't understand how the hat lets them be leaders. I could care less if I'm a leader. I'm a leader to you guys. Me and Ron, we're, I guess, your leaders, but I don't consider myself that. I consider you your friend. I consider you my brother, my sister. You know, some of you have great grandkids. So if you're old enough to have a great grandkid, maybe I consider you my uncle or my or someone special. You know, I'm just joking, Mike. But you see what I'm saying is, if the head is in charge, and we all know he's going to probably be king of the world someday, but give, for once in our lives, give the USA people the credit. Instead of us giving everybody else everything else, give the people in the USA credit. There is not anybody on this show that does more work than Myrna and Diane and Michael. There's a lot of yous, Dana 1111 guys, and keep Dana 1111 in your prayers. She's having some problems. I don't want to go into what's going on, but she needs these beds really bad. But what I'm saying here is I have nothing against other countries, but I'm tired of taking a back seat, being the greatest country in the world, which we are, and taking a back seat to people in Australia. Australia people, they're so great. Maybe that's how we're going to make America great again. Remember, we're supposed to bring Australia on as a country. They're supposed to be part of the United States. Maybe that's how we're doing it. We're bringing a country that really, for a long time, had, I mean, they was bad off. And I'm not going to go into that. I don't follow stuff like that. I'm just saying, when a woman sits there and cusses and cusses and cusses about what's going on, and she's done, she's fed up, she ain't taking no more of this, whatever. I won't say it because of the kids being on. She won't take it. And now all of a sudden, oh, she's talking to the president of the United States, and he's asking her, will you please do this for me? And I don't care if she sees this. I don't care if she hates me. I don't hate her. I think she's a very nice lady. I just don't like phonies. Don't laugh. I mean, don't yell and complain and bitch and moan that you've had enough. And now all of a sudden they want to video you. And if they do, good. Good. Your country deserves it. If you do shows and I never hear you playing I'm proud to be an American, but then you want to come and take America over. I'm guys, I may be on the wrong thing here. And if you guys are upset with me, I'm sorry. But I expressed my feelings on here, and I watched her. I like I said, ever since she had that rant and rave that night and said she was completely done. Oh, that rave, and then the other one when we thought we were going to get the money from the Redemption Center, and she told her followers, well, I don't think we're going to do anything as far as humanitarian projects unless it's just the family here. They follow her all this time, and now all of a sudden, when it's supposed to be getting time to do something, now she's dumping them like a dog dumps in a yard. And like I said, I will apologize again. If you guys think I'm off base, please feel free to tell me. And I know I will get some people that will tell me, because there's going to be people watching that, what can I say? They just can't stay away. They just can't. Doesn't matter if they got to come in as Uncle Sam's special child. It doesn't matter. I just want to see something done. Everybody is saying that Phil is right on. Good. But one other thing I would like for the people doing shows like me and passing out information or whatever, please don't come on and say, I talked to someone and he is very high up. He gave me some unbelievable news, but I cannot talk about it. If you can't talk about it, don't talk about it. To me, that's the worst thing a person can do in our standards. Now, I want to talk a little bit about sports before I see what Judy's got to say. And as I said, have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I got to be a good boy just in case he's watching, because I don't get a message from him tomorrow. I got to actually go see him. But anyway, I want to talk about sports. And each and every one of you know I love sports. But I'm telling you right now, you watch it and you watch it and you watch it, and you can just see you can just see how rigged it is. It's just like, are you kidding me? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Azareth. Happy birthday to you. And we hope you have many, many more. We hope you get on them beds and I sing the same song to you 100 years from now. I'm hoping that you wanted me. I hope I got close to your name, but I'm having a hard time seeing it. I can always sing happy birthday. I can't sing, but you know, what are you going to do? Now, also want to talk, I was talking about sports and how it's rigged. I mean, me and Ron sat and watching sports over the weekend. And we're calling the penalties on the plays before they happen. Now, everybody knows I'm a big Chicago Bears fan. Yesterday, every time the Bears would get a good play, there was a penalty. But the other team had one penalty. One penalty the whole game. The referees almost put the ball in the end zone twice for the other team. That team was so poorly coached yesterday that beat the Bears. They did everything they could to let the Bears win, but the referees wouldn't allow it. And I'm serious. If you could come up with a video and watch it, and you're going to agree with me 100%. We're watching college football the other day, and I don't know what the results are going to come out of it, but there's a team out there that have literally been caught cheating. They literally have been caught. Google says that the coach and the team is going to get suspended today. The thing of it is, they got so much talent. They're probably one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the nation for talent. They could easily win a national championship. But if the coach gets suspended, this will be the second time he's got suspended this year, the third time in 2 years for cheating. I don't know what you can say other than they got caught. But anyway, there's just so many things going on, guys. We're, after my little rant and rave, there is good things out there. And the main thing is it's all coming in and it's all still positive. You know, we'll get information from Bruce tomorrow. And I may be wrong. And believe me, it won't be the first time. And I may be wrong, but for some reason, I have this feeling that when Bruce makes announcements tomorrow, I ain't saying it'll be over by, and we'll be there doing what we want to do by Thursday. But I think before he does another one on Tuesday, if he ever does another one on Tuesday, I think that we'll be there. I really do. I cannot see this lingering and keep going and going. I mean, you do realize we're almost 1 year away from what's supposed to happen in 2024, and everything I'm hearing is not going to. Now I hear Sleepy might be going out. Now, also remember the hat. There's a lot of talk going around that the hat's going to go out. And you know, when I say go out, you know what I mean. And I know there's one of our special members on here that it really bothered. But there's no sense to bother because we've been told this. It will be a clone or maybe not even a real, I don't know, I don't know. Because I can't see how they can take anybody out if they are a real person. Unless they are one of the really, really bad ones. And they think that's what's going to open up everything that's going to happen in mainstream media news, because that's what's got to fall. The Sleepy has to go out and mainstream media has to fall. And I mean they have to fall like they fell from the Empire State Building or Chicago Towers. Anything. So as I said, I am positive of what's going on just because everybody is talking positive. I wish there was more people here in our country that was getting the information. And I said, I haven't watched Phil, what he said. I've been told many, many times what he said, that the big N and big G went into effect, and I'm hearing it all over. But actually, you're saying it happened between the Eagles and Dallas yesterday? I was listening to some sports news today because I didn't watch much of the Eagles-Dallas game. I'm not fans of them, but we did watch some of it. But what they said on the sports news today, that I guess Twitter and Instagram and all of them like that lit up yesterday because both teams were complaining about terrible officiating. But I mean, it is. It's like Dallas was moving down, and how they didn't win that game. I mean, on that final drive, the announcers are saying, "Oh, Dallas is on a great drive here." They had moved the ball like 40 some yards, and 30 a high 30 some was because of penalties. And I don't understand pass interference. I don't understand a lot of things, but we've been warned a long time ago. Sports is either going to have to make a major change, and I believe that's meaning we're going to have to get these crooked owners out of there. But let's see what Judy's got to say. Now is the time to pray. We are operational. God bless the United States of America. That comes from the letter between P and R. Armageddon pending. Deep state implemented terrorist cells nationwide. World falls into a financial crisis as central banks fall. White hat global military activates National Guards in all 50 states. New U.S. constitutional government officially fly to Cheyenne underground bunkers. A dark winter was predicted during 2024. It's only wise to be prepared, and be stocked up with water and all that. Judy note, countries of the BRICS alliance were soon activating their gold asset-backed currencies as a result of the demise of the privately owned U.S. Federal Reserve dollar and the quest of global financial stability. Global Military White House Alliance to the rescue, as John F. Kennedy said on Telegram on Sunday, November 5. Jets airborne from D.C. to Cheyenne underground bunkers. A whistleblower informed us that the FBI pulled agents of child abuse cases to pursue January 6th investigation. On November 2nd, on November 2, in 1917, Britain issued a Balfour Declaration. November 5, Texas Snake, I received calls this morning. We should see our messages within a matter of days this week. Later on Sunday, I have even more confirmation regarding this being our week. My confirmation could come anytime before Tuesday, so please remain alert. Saturday, 4 November, TNT Ray Wren, CBI to some kind of announcement tomorrow, Sunday the 5th. That's pretty much it. As I get ready to call it a night, because I'm just shy of 40 minutes, I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. I hope everybody had a great weekend. And Michael, no, you're not sending me too many messages. I get back to as many as I can, but I read them all. Anybody else who's sending me messages, I do the best I can to get back with you, or just at least read them. If I don't get back to you, I try to mention you here on the show. Just know, guys, We'll be back on Wednesday night, if not before. And I only say that because it could go anytime. It could go tonight. It could go tomorrow. But remember, our number one thing right now is we keep ascending. We keep our positivity up, knowing that our journey is about ready to come to the happy end, heaven on earth that we wanted. Good night. God bless. Patriot 5 and Patriot 6. Love you all.